Welcome to Music in the Making. We are 3 high school and junior high music teachers from West Central Illinois. Each week we will talk about our experiences in the classroom, community, and personal lives too. We're no experts by any means, but any help we can provide to our audience of music friends is why we pursue this new venture. Please welcome your hosts, Lisa Hallen, Art Martinez, and Kevin Ferry.
There's one cave.
So I was saying to Lisa that this is going to be their lowest percentage of her talking, but then she disputed, saying that certain someone will bring up the data, saying that no, this in fact is probably one of the more average ones. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to ask Lisa like 100 questions.
See this? No. It's.
You ever see that Brady Bunch episode where
Hello.
Change?
Yeah.
Hello. Check.
Hey.
Check.
What
Are
a
you
great
recording?
mug.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah,
has been for
absolutely.
like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I was say, what a great mug you're using.
Yes.
What's
This
on the
episode
mug?
is
It's
sponsored by.
spon-
Just kidding.
Yeah.
No free advertisements.
Advertising by Guardian Travel Group.
Well, Guardian Travel needs
Sponsor,
to...
not a sponsor.
Shout out.
Shout out
No.
money, please.
No. We need to be brought to you by...
Brought to you by, this is the, like,
Maybe you
much
should
like,
work on that.
this is like, instead of it being, this is Music in the Making, it's like, this is Guardian Travel Group's podcast, Music in the Making, or presents Music in the Making.
I'd be all right with that.
We'll see. Welcome back to another episode of Music in the Making. Hope you guys have been doing well. We had off last Friday, and it was really complicated to get all of us together, so we decided just to take a week off, have some time for us to kind of do what we need to do, and get ready for a full week this week. That was, good Lord, it felt like forever.
5-day weeks are awful. Yeah, I mean, like, and others, like 8 times. Hold on. Nope, I guess they don't want to. We were going to have an announcement, but
There
maybe
it is.
we will.
Teachers, if anyone needs help setting up their two-factor authentication for Skyward, please come to the LMC. If you need help with your two-factor authentication for Skyward, please come to the LMC. Thank you.
Dynamite drop in, Brady.
Absolutely. Shout out.
Shout out, Brady Stromquist, assistant principal.
wanna
So
be
we are live and we are at school. So anyway, we had an little insurance meeting, and that was explained through an email, but we needed to meet in order to be told how to do it. And then now, if you haven't done your two-factor authentication, he said authentication, by the way.
Did he?
Anybody catch that?
Run it back.
Yeah, okay, don't do that.
Anyway.
Yeah, but we were going to get together, but my wife decided she needed to have surgery on her foot on Friday, and I just didn't really leave the house Friday, Saturday, or Sunday because she couldn't walk, and I didn't get to go see the show. Our theater department put on 12 Angry Men, parentheses, jurors, people, whatever. I heard it went really, really well. Miss Hallen, that's something she could talk about. Like, Production Tech had their first big event. So, Miss Hallen, could you please tell us all about your tech week of 12 Angry Men?
Kevin's laughing because Lisa lost her voice. So now she has to do
I think
So-
she sounds like sexy Phoebe Buffay. That's just me.
if you understand that Friends reference.
Everybody understands that Friends reference.
Except you.
Except me, I have never really watched Friends.
Shame on you.
That's why he didn't
Shame
get
on your
invited.
family.
That's
Shame on
that's
your
why he
cow.
didn't get invited to Friendsgiving. Why didn't I get invited to Friendsgiving? So I get
You're
that.
not young
I'm not a
adults.
friend. I get it. I get it. I get it.
It's ageist. Young adults only.
Yeah, she's like young adults. I'm like, I'm young, but she obviously doesn't think so at all.
You're like, I'm young and an adult. It's a
Oh
young
yeah,
adult.
that's an adult problem.
You're like, there's an and.
There's a
You're like,
maturity.
you have an and in there, and there's no and in young adult, so that's why she's like, yeah, ageist.
But thank you for asking. My voice is better for a minute.
Now the darn microphone's gonna come unplugged, and you're gonna have to say.
No,
Lisa
I
did
it-
say all of this.
I did gently moved it so she could be heard a little bit easier. She has to strain her voice.
Sorry, would you be quiet?
She has to do her NPR impression of Music in the Making.
I wish they could see the looks I give you gentlemen during this podcast.
Me too.
The play, it was good. So this was the first, we have a ton of people in ProTech this year. So I kind of had to like rearrange how I like did assignments. So there was, ProTech is a constant learning curve for me. But learning curve of just, we had like 2 different crews. So there was, a little less comfort because they had less time rehearsing for their part and then fewer performances. So that was a learning curve, but they did well. It wasn't a super intricate thing for us to do as far as like lighting design because the whole play takes place in one room on one day. So like it was just like, here's our lights, and they stay that way. You turn them up, and there's no intermission. We didn't even have the intermission up and down. It was so pretty straightforward for that. Mike, the soundboard, gave us a scare when on the first day we went to do mics, like 3/4 of them just were not receiving at all. But Steve from Music Makers, shout out, came and saved the day. Like I called and he came the next day, so that got taken care of. Don't really know what happened, but they were all like routed to the wrong channel. So once that was taken care of, pretty good. Thanks for asking.
Mm-hmm. For our newer listeners or first-time listeners, in general, could you explain what ProTech is again?
It is our class that we take care of all the stage production, not all of, but the stage production, backstage type things for our musicals, for our fall plays. So we run the soundboard, we run the light board, we do stagehand stuff when it is needed, and the rest of the semester we also do some like electronic music, digital audio, workstation stuff, electronic music, just kind of music technology and careers within that.
It's a really neat class. Like honestly, I'm surprised that like people play. I mean, and maybe they were in like high school or whatever, and they just didn't realize it. But like, I think it's such a useful tool or useful class where you get to use some really neat electronics, and like it looks so daunting when you look at a soundboard because it's just all these knobs and and like faders. I almost said vaders. Whoops, faders and whatnot. And for the kids who are like they're learning, I'm sure it's like super. But it's like when they start actually doing it, it's like, oh, it's not so bad. It's like adjusting levels and things. And I think that's such a cool thing. And that's like you said, your biggest class, right?
It's the biggest that class has been yet. So
yeah, so that's pretty awesome. So I mean, to have that, the bigger the class, the easier it is. Like as it goes forward throughout the year, but also like in the years, like you'll have more and more people who just know what's going on. It'll be honestly self-taught, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, this year we have students who are repeating the class, so I'm having them teach a lot of it. So that's cool
awesome
for those students as well.
Very cool. So yeah, the longest week of the world this week, but it's because we had like 3 weeks of like having a day off or a half day or something.
Like November, A-Town took election day off and we didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like Illinois didn't have anything.
Yeah.
Like to vote on, and A-Town still took it off, so she got that day off. They took Veterans.
His wife, by the way.
Yeah, that's my wife. They took Veterans Day Monday off. Mm-hmm. And so there's one day, and then next week, you get
2 days.
Or we only have a 2-day week next week, which is awesome. And I don't remember when schools went to, hey, let's take Wednesday off of Thanksgiving, but it's flipping awesome.
Yeah.
Like it is super cool.
If I recall, like in high school, we had a half day on the Wednesday, but then we'd have magical practice for 2 hours.
Well,
so it's like,
We don't have school on Wednesday, but we're MADS from 9 to 1, and
yeah.
We do MADS-giving. You're not invited. We have MADS-giving, and we'll rehearse for 3 hours plus, and then Alfano's Pizza brings in...
Shout out.
Grace and Alberto. They bring in a bunch of pizza and breadsticks and cinnamon balls and pop, and the kids just hang out and be kids for a little bit. And actually this year, as soon as we're done eating, we're heading to Legacy Estates or Courtyard Estates. I can't remember which one. I have to look it up. Look at it up. I have to look it up to see. But as soon as we're done eating, we have to go and perform, Christmas music for, people. So that's just what we do.
Yeah.
This day and age is.
And that program too is like, it's to them. It's like it's just what you do. Like you do the rehearsal, you eat, and then you go perform. And I think for those kids, it's like they might not realize like until like later on like how much work that is. But to them right now, it's just like, hey, we just get to go sing. We get to go do awesome things for the town, and that's why they support us like the way they do, because these are the things we do.
Yeah, we need to get our band out and about more.
So it was only so easy to get equipment and things.
That's why we need a
around.
jazz band.
Yeah.
Jazz band.
We have a jazz
We
band.
do.
How many practices of jazz? Who's coming in here now?
Oh, we have 2 students of ours coming in. Y'all want to come say hi on the podcast?
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah, come on down. Our first 2
Let me just say,
student guests would be these 2.
Rowan is going to be so mad that Angel is on this podcast before Rowan.
Come say hi, guys. Come on, get closer to the microphone. Say your name.
Hello, I'm Matthew Blackford.
Hi, I'm Angel.
Yeah, Rowan, I know you're just fuming right now. Sorry. This is what you get for doing a live podcast. You just never know what's going to happen.
Do you guys need something?
No, we were just looking for the percussion box that has gone missing.
Yeah, we don't know where that is either.
I think it's in a landfill somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of half joking, but not really. So
We were gonna check here, back there, and then we're gonna go to the gym to see if it's in one of those side rooms.
That's
Have
actually
we
not a
checked
bad idea.
Backstage?
Yeah,
Yes,
like-
I've checked there so many times.
and behind everything too. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the triangle that we're looking? Is
Like
The
It's
triangle like stand thing for it,
the
the
chime mallets.
chime mallets, so that Sebastian's not just using the end of bass drum mallets.
Yeah.
We need a chime mallet for the madrigal dinner, bud.
Yeah, I know. So
And the
I
good
was gonna-
tambourine.
I was gonna say like I need to order those. But that's not gonna be on a. It's gonna be a different PO. Obviously.
I don't care
Yes.
about that. A tambourine isn't that expensive.
You'd be surprised.
I need to buy a $1,000 tambourine.
I'll buy a $999 one.
Okay.
Save some money.
Fired.
But anyway, Matthew was our drum major this year.
Yeah.
So
Future music educator.
future music
Both of
educator.
them.
Actually, Angel's gonna do it too. What if you guys were to become teachers? You're thinking about choir, right, Matthew?
Yes, I am.
And then you're thinking about
Band.
orchestra. I'm just kidding. Band.
The Mama Throsville Orchestra Department.
He's thinking about general music.
led by a saxophone?
He's thinking about first grade music, teaching little kids
That's
to
right.
blah blah blah.
High
Yeah.
school.
and then sending them to Texas. So what would be the most exciting part if you were to teach? Like, what would be the most exciting part that you?
What are you
think-
looking forward to the most?
Yeah, to be a teacher.
Just the making of the music. Mm-hmm. The music in the making.
The music in the making. Shout out to us.
Shout out to us.
To us. Like what exactly is it? Like the experiences? Is it the rehearsal process? Is it like choosing a music? Like what? Like go a little bit further.
The choosing of the music is the part of it that I would probably dread the most.
Yeah.
I feel like teaching the music would be the most fun at this point.
Okay.
Though I might find that that's not it.
There's definitely a lot to consider when choosing music. Like we don't choose, like Ms. Hallen and I, and Mr. Ferry, we don't choose music just to like we want to do it. We choose music that we think like we want to do, but then we think will make you better, and we consider like if you guys will even like it too, because if you guys like it, then you'll practice it.
Yeah.
All I Want for Christmas Is You is not a piece that I think people were going to hate, so that's why I chose to do it for our Christmas concert.
And they won't
I
shut
don't
up
like
about
it.
it.
And they won't
Including
stop
myself.
about it. Right. Even concert bands, like, I think, like all excited about it. And I'm playing it. So, like, there's definitely that balancing act. But there's something about the rehearsal process, too, that, like, every day you just work on a couple of small things, and then you realize that over a few weeks, like, how much everyone gets stronger from it. So
That
awesome.
feeling you get as a student when you're like today or yesterday, as we're working on Coventry Carol, and the tenors aren't quite there, and then you get it. Like that feeling you get, it's 10 times more for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like yes, okay, now we're starting to sound good. Now things are starting to come together, and it's very rewarding going through that rehearsal process. And I know you guys hear it when you're like, okay, now we're starting to sound good, but like it's tenfold when you're up there in front of everybody going, okay, because you have to worry about your part. We have to worry about all the parts. And so like you can be like, oh, our sopranos aren't very good. Well, you don't have to worry about it right now. I have to. And and not that our sopranos aren't good. I was just, I could have said any voice part, but
Our bassoons.
Tenor
our
ones.
bassoons are not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Our tenor ones
They haven't
do
even
struggle
showed-
from time to time.
They have.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually do.
Our bassoons are practically non-existent this year.
Practically.
Yeah. They haven't shown up to a single class. They keep skipping.
Yeah.
Whatever. What about Angel?
I most want to be for the marching band experience.
You love that marching band.
Yeah, to choose the show and get my band to state
Yeah.
every year.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's a whole nother beast too, because it's like you're choosing the music, but then you have to talk about drill. Like, do you write it yourself, or do you have somebody else do it?
You write
and
it
then
yourself.
yeah, and that's an experience too. It really is.
Wait till you use Pieware to make that decision.
Yeah, yeah. That's
It's an experience.
yeah, yes, it is. But that's awesome. I mean, and those are all. But again, same thing. Like for the marching, you have that extra element of moving. So like, not only do you have to get the music down, but you have to get the motions down, and again, individual parts. Like you have to worry about everyone as a teacher, not just the one part. So it definitely is an experience. But for you guys, I think, especially here at Monmouth Roseville, I think you guys are getting such a good experience as to at least how it could be for you guys. And I think that was one thing that even for when I was in high school, that was one thing. It's like I'm seeing where I want to be. even if I go to a school where maybe we're not there yet, that's okay. It's your job to get them there and to have them experience exactly whatever you want them to experience. And that can be in various forms. That could be through rehearsals. That could be traveling. That could be going, having people come in to listen to us. We had Dr. Mike Fanzer from Western Illinois.
Shout
out. Come listen to Symphonic Band and work with us. And his feedback, either like took things one step further or just validated things that I was saying. It's really great that we live in an area that all these experiences are just for you guys, and you guys get just so much better because of it. So you guys are in a good place. I'm glad you guys are thinking about teaching. That's awesome.
Is that high five, or are you raising your hand?
Well, apparently
Yes.
both.
It turned into a high five. Yes, Lisa. What's
I have
happening?
a question. I'm interested in your student perspective. What do you think each of our favorite parts of teaching is? If you had to guess.
I feel
I'm just
like it'll be
curious.
like once it all comes together.
Okay.
For all
So like,
students.
the concert or like,
Interesting.
Like the concert and when you're when it first comes together in the rehearsal room.
Yeah.
Getting your student teachers set up for the next 4 semesters.
yeah.
Matthew knows.
Yes. Matthew's like, as soon as I get a student teacher, I'm just going to make sure I have one every single semester of my life.
Student teachers are awesome.
Shout out.
Shout out
Yeah.
to
To our
every
student teachers.
student teacher that Mr.
We
Ferry
got one coming next year. I just got the confirmation, or next semester. Just got
Yeah.
the confirmation.
It's got another one.
Excited about that.
Yeah, I would agree. The rehearsal process is good, and definitely you don't want to get hung up on the days where it's like, I had a plan to work on this, and then something just totally came out there, because that's part of the beast of rehearsing. I do like the performance part, but I myself, I get nervous, because it's like, I've rehearsed it so many times that, it's always going to be that one thing that didn't happen in any of the rehearsals that's going to happen during the performance. It's going to be my fault, not your fault.
Was it today in concert band you had a low brass player?
Yes.
Playing
Very
when-
confidently on the rest. In his defense, it was his first time playing.
Oh, that's what Aiden said.
At least it was confidently.
Because
It was, exactly. I was like,
It
thank
was.
you.
He played well. It reminded me of when I was in junior high band, and we had a phenomenal junior high band, like really, really good. And we were doing a piece for contest that had a caesura in it. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Railroad
grand
tracks.
pause. Yes.
Grand pause.
Also known as.
And our euphonium player
Blew right
Played
through.
right through it. Played right through it. And I thought our band director was going to absolutely murder him. But we get done, and all three judges gave us perfect scores, and so no harm, no foul. But then every now and again when I see him, I'm like, hey, you remember that time in that band? And she's like, shut up, shut up. No, but yeah, if everything goes well, you usually, it's like a bad Christmas. You remember the bad thing, not bad Christmas, but something different at Christmas, something interesting, rather than the Christmas that just went well, like the concerts where you have to actually work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
Okay.
Hey, bye.
Bye, Angel.
Okay, bye.
I'll leave y'all to do your podcast. So
All good. Thank you for being a part of it.
Shout out Rowan.
shout out to Ron.
Shout out to Rowan, the #1 fan of our fan club.
Oh no, I feel bad. Oh well.
That's okay.
Hey, we probably won't podcast for another couple of weeks because we
Yeah.
have Thanksgiving coming up, and then the following week is the Madrigal dinner.
We'll podcast during from the brass quartet.
You guys could do that. That would be hilarious.
Live from the magical
as
dinner.
long as you just
Walk around with the microphone.
be quiet. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got our first church on Sunday.
Ooh, nice.
2 churches, so back to back in the big town of Avon. Going to the Avon Federated Church and then to the Avon Methodist Church.
Nice.
Shout out.
Shout out. And they're feeding us. The Methodists are feeding us. Yeah. Yeah.
They're
So
methodically feeding
methodically Methodian teaching us or feeding
You're
us.
going to get us canceled
Am I?
someday.
Yeah. Nobody listens anyway, so I mean,
Rowan listens.
yeah.
Rowan is here
Rowan
for
waits
us.
for that email.
He does.
Yeah, so we're excited about that. Always a good first. I used to teach in Avon, and so these people are very, very happy that we come back and we still do this because currently they don't have anything like this at A-Town. However, I think in the near future they might. Shout out Natalie.
Ayo.
So it would be. I would be sad if it gets taken off our schedule because A-Town's doing it, but I'd be very, very happy if A-Town had that program.
It'd be for a good reason. It'd be because of Kevin Ferry.
No, it's not. We are doing something cool. On December 15th, we tour the grade schools, and then we're going to the junior high, and then we go over to Abingdon Grade School where my wife works, and we sing Avon ships their grade school kids up to Abingdon to watch it.
Oh, cool.
But Natalie is going to bring her high school choir kids to come over, and then we're going to combine to sing a song.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked about that. That'll be really fun. So hopefully our kids are not jerks about it, and hopefully their kids get something out of it.
Yeah.
Because it could be a really neat experience and something cool for all of us to do. So
Yeah,
all hell's about to break loose here.
Yeah, I would say it's and we understand too for the listeners. I mean, this is winter is start of winter going into multiple breaks is not easy, and we wish you the best of luck in all things that you got going on. I'm sure you have medical programs, winter concerts, all the parades outside. If you still do the marching band thing outside, that's
Thanksgiving Day parade.
Oh
Dude.
yeah, stay warm.
You should do that.
I've got yeah. Okay, true story. Western did the Thanksgiving parade.
Yeah, we both did that.
That was
What
the parade
at Macomb?
No, Chicago.
Oh,
Yeah. We had a rehearsal the night before at a host school. Then we all had to get up at 3 a.m. It was nuts because we had to get up there. We had to be in line at 6 in the morning or something crazy like that. We sat there for 3 hours and then we marched. So, yeah, if there's a Thanksgiving Day parade, it better be around here because not taking the
Galesburg
kids up
has
to
one,
that.
or they used to.
But I did one in high school.
They have the
Cold.
longest running Labor Day parade, I think. Galesburg does.
Still going.
You're dumb.
Hey, you laughed.
It's not.
You laughed. They say it's still. Legend has it. It's still going to this day.
Yeah, it's still going on and on and on and on.
On and on.
Yeah, we got some grade school programs coming up too, right, Ms.
Yeah,
Allen?
we do.
6th grade band gonna play?
Yeah, they are.
What are we playing in 6th grade band?
We are playing
Scary had a
first.
little lamb.
No.
No, they're above that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
is
It's
Why
past.
don't
Not
you-
seasonally appropriate.
Would you, wow. That was like a, wow.
Anyway,
Sixth grade band is playing First Christmas March
Heyo.
by O'Reilly, and I believe Fanfare on a Winter Celebration by Balmages.
Balmages. Brian.
Shout
I like
out.
him. Shout out.
I don't know him.
That's okay. He's a band guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the 6th and 7th, correct?
So the 6th is Central, so our intermediate school. The
Right.
7th is our younger two,
Yeah.
Lincoln Harding.
She has the
And then
central,
the 10th.
she has a central concert, and I'll be at Western with symphonic band and concert band.
that's
so that's
right.
why. So it's okay. But Dr. Matt Thomas,
Shout out.
will be directing concert band that day, and he's going to be awesome with that. It's gonna be fun, and then we'll do our combined piece, Christmas Carol.
On that day, the 6th, are you guys gone all day?
No.
Okay.
We'll be here, and then
Okay.
we get on a bus like right after school, and
Okay.
then we'll go down
Okay.
there. So
Okay, because we still have a Christmas concert. We have our junior high on the 10th and at 2, and then high school on the 10th at 5.
we're gonna earn that Alfanos. Ooh, I sent that reminder. So
Yeah, set the reminder so
I
we don't
did.
get yelled
I
at
did.
for going to Alfano's without a waitress.
Can I just say that I thought for half of this week that there was no week between Thanksgiving and December. So, because Mrs. Pickrell texted me, it was like, oh my gosh, next week is Thanksgiving, and then it's program time. So I was like freaking out that we had like 4 days left to rehearse, and there was 5 more days in there.
Yeah.
Feels so much
Thanksgiving
better.
is as early as it can be.
I think so.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
sure feels
it's
like it.
It's early. Is it
like
24th? 23rd?
Third.
23rd. 3rd.
Third.
I was stressing.
Third. Yeah,
Third.
and then so exactly. So don't worry, I had that thought a couple times. I definitely been checking my calendar.
great
a
at
lot.
calendars.
Yeah.
We are not great at calendars, and
That's why I'm double booked for the 6th.
Great calendars.
so yeah. And then something cool yesterday happened. I got an email from my college
yeah.
choir professor, choir director, who's long been retired, but is one of those guys I talk to every now and again. Not often, but once or twice a year, and it's always good. And his email started with "We missed you at homecoming. We all had a great time." I'm like, we were playing in a second round playoff game. I signed up to go and sing because every 5 years now they do a reunion choir.
That's awesome.
And we sing all the oldies but goodies from Larry McSpadden. But he then said, I need the details on your group singing at Illinois Music Educators Association because there's a contingent from Culver Stockton coming up to watch, which I thought was super
So cool.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
great.
really stoked about that. And I haven't posted a thing on Facebook for like 8 years or something like that. It might even be more than that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to post this on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I put it on Facebook, and I had several. Lisa Hallen liked it.
I did. I have a funny story about that.
Oh, I can't wait to
Clicked
hear
it
it.
accidentally.
You click.
He's
She meant
like,
to do
crap,
thumbs down.
Crap. Yeah. Oh, now he thinks I liked. Oh gosh. I gotta change
Friendsgiving.
it.
So I'm just scrolling Facebook and I see someone post like, so-and-so from Culver Stockton is going to be at IMEC. And I was like, oh, cool. I need to tell Kevin this. And then I like keep reading, and then I'm like, oh, Kevin Ferry posted this. Because like you never post on Facebook. I
Right.
am not used to that being a thing. And my first thought was, oh, Culver Stockton. I need to talk
I
to
know
Kevin
someone
about
from
that.
there.
Yeah, so that means a lot to me. I think that's pretty cool. And but I told him, he's like, "What time do you perform?" I said 8:15 a.m. And he's like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but they're gonna come up Friday like afternoon and hang out and
That'll be fun.
so hopefully the Illinois music teachers that went to Culver Stockton can all
Absolutely.
hang out with Mr. Mack for a little bit. And
That's a
I
big-
invited him to dinner with us because that will be Johnny's Italian Steakhouse night.
Yeah.
Sorry, jazz folks. Yeah. So I'm really excited about that. I just made all of our kids mad because I scheduled magical rehearsals for over Christmas break.
Oops.
Well,
Hey, you got to be good. I was saying,
cool.
they're required.
We kind of got to be ready to perform and not be awful at.
Yeah. Well, you got to do what you got to do. But honestly, that's going to be for everyone, that's going to be such a really, really cool thing.
I just hope people show up.
They'll
It's
show up.
8:15 in the morning.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised.
We
if
have
they can
a
have
big, like,
following.
I don't want to say it like that, but
Yeah, it's following.
Friend
not
group.
Yeah.
We'll post on the podcast. Also, we'll reach out to all 30 people.
Did you see that Bill Froome liked that post?
I didn't.
Yeah,
Shout
Bill Froome
out.
liked it. Yeah,
Awesome.
Bill Froome loves
Shout
Larry
out.
McSpadden.
Shout
Those two guys they used to judge for us years ago,
Yeah.
and oh my God, when we'd get done, we'd go, do the festivities that we do after, and those two. Good thing their wives were there to drive.
It's
Like,
very.
what? That's not inappropriate.
They were sleepy.
Yeah, they were tired.
Yeah, after a long day.
Yeah,
Of
they worked
iMaking.
all. Well, no,
I will say this though, like if people are willing to go to an 8:15, like how to play clarinet better, I think people want to go see a choir.
I don't hope so.
I'll say because like
I'm really
I've definitely been
scared
there.
where I'm going to walk in and there's like 12 people
Hey,
there.
I need that picture so I can start posting about it,
Yeah.
please.
It's in a box here somewhere. I don't know. I got the picture praying for it. Oh, I got it. My desk chair showed up today too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Leather seats, got like the lumbar support and all that stuff, right? Big cup holder.
I wish. Big cup holder, cell phone charger.
Yeah, that's right. Bluetooth capabilities for whatever.
I wish it would. That would, like a gaming chair.
Yeah,
have
there you go.
speakers
You're
in the
like,
ear,
you're
but
laying back and
like I don't want to spend that much money.
that's okay.
No, it's not okay. So, yeah, it might be a couple weeks before we find the opportunity. Ooh, when we could? Oh no, maybe like the Sunday of the Madrigal dinner because you're gonna be there Sunday, right? That's when you're going.
Saturday. No, Saturday.
You're going Saturday.
Wait.
No, I thought you
Yeah,
couldn't
I'm-
Saturday. It was
No, I'm going Saturday afternoon.
Oh, afternoon.
Like, and you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
We could like between shows. If your parents would stick around for a little bit, your parents could be on the podcast.
Howlins.
And then we could do it. We could do it in between shows.
Well, we'll just leave the mic running and we'll let the Howlins talk it out, and then it'll be like official Lisa episode with parents.
I think it's a good idea.
It's done.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm done.
And then, are we still getting married June 1st?
We are?
Yeah, podcast time.
Yeah. Have we said yes to a dress?
No, we have not. We
It's
canceled
November.
our.
It's November.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Ferry. I canceled my appointment for tomorrow because
Uh-oh.
it was in Indiana and they didn't have enough dresses to make it worth it. I'm trying,
How dare
okay?
they?
We're
How
trying.
dare they?
Wonder if Crispin's struggling with his tux.
It's pink, right?
Guys can just laugh and laugh. It's fine.
He's doing a tan suit with pink, right?
I think you should do the Dumb and Dumber, orange or blue.
I thought that's what you guys were doing.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
that would be a
We should do that.
Oh, my
Are you
gosh.
okay if we do that?
No.
Sit in the front row.
No, we're gonna sit in the balcony.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
if
Do
the-
And
do
here comes Lisa.
If the
walking down the aisle.
options are between that and like jeans and a Patriots hoodie, you can wear that. But I'd prefer a third option.
Patriots
Not
hoodie-
hating the
Patriots hoodie and
outfit,
khakis.
it's perfect for today, but I don't want it at my wedding.
Khakis and the junior high polo.
Wait a minute. We need to think about this. We're doing a Catholic wedding, right?
Yes.
In the church.
We need commercial breaks
Oh, yeah, we do.
because that'll last an hour and a half.
Sponsorship.
Yes, it's going to be beautiful.
I
is,
have no
it is.
doubt. Did I ever tell you a story about the Catholic wedding I went to? That was the funniest thing the preacher ever said. I'm sure I did.
Maybe. Is it podcast appropriate?
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
like he's doing the homily,
Yep.
right? And
Yeah,
so the bride
okay.
and groom are sitting on the little bench as he's like, throughout your lives together, there'll be times where you'll be side by side, working together in tandem, no problems. But there's going to be times where TJ is going to take the lead and he's going to, be leading the relationship while, Catherine, is doing whatever. But there will also be other times where Catherine is out front breaking wind.
Yikes.
It's a bunch of fraternity guys in this wedding, and we're sitting down, and so he had this quartet. Me and three other guys were singing a lot of the music, and then all of his groomsmen were fraternity brothers. So there's like 10 fraternity brothers in the wedding, and then a bunch of fraternity brothers there. And his best man was sitting down and went, and everybody lost it. And the priest got it. There's a grin on his face. See how I cleaned that up? He got a grin on his face, and we all just died laughing. Yeah, Catherine's out front breaking wind.
So we'll make
I
sure.
need to tell your father about that.
Yeah,
your
exactly.
priest.
Yes.
It'd
Yeah.
be great. She requested this herself to add this in.
No.
She personally said, and she'll shake her head.
Lisa's
but-
out front breaking wind.
Wearing a windbreaker? That's what you mean, right?
She's blowing wind. With her horn.
The International Federation of Horn Societies.
Yeah.
Hello, love. You are on speaker on the Music in the Making podcast.
Can you let me in?
Are you?
What door are you at?
Well, that's kind of impossible to.
Yeah.
Is that Kat?
I guess so.
Where's your phone?
I don't know. Right here.
Is there a hey Art, open a door for me?
No. No Friendsgiving.
She knows better. Hey, you know what we should do? This is what we should do. We should wrap it up and then pretend we're still recording when she comes in, and then and then not be.
Well, let's just do it.
Yeah, I think that. I mean,
That's hilarious.
sorry you all won't get the joke, but we'll talk about it at the next podcast.
Yes.
We can do that. You know.
Yeah.
What else do you want to talk about? Anything?
We got a lot going on, man.
We do. It's
It's
busy.
it's really busy.
I have a freaking headache. like
but I'll tell you
wouldn't
what, like I think it's all worth it for everyone.
believe. Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is kind of like
Yeah, and after this, I will only have 9 more magical dinners and 9 more Christmas concerts to do.
Yep. Count them down. Luckily, you have certain teachers to help you out.
I
the whole
hope
way.
so. I hope so. Like, I met with Jason
Hawkins.
Hawkins.
Shout out.
Jason Hawkins. He came and observed Natalie the other day. What a great guy. And I think I'd met him once, but just briefly. And he's like, no, we need to develop this relationship between Monmouth Roseville and Western Illinois University. We've got the two of you. And
Yeah, I would say I reached out to the block student person, like that person, the person who's in charge of like the supervising or whatever, and because I needed to do my final review for my block student. Her last day officially was today, which oh my gosh, it didn't feel like that way because she joined during the marching season.
Right.
Like that's how many weeks have gone by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we have? 4 weeks left of this semester, and then
I
we're
said,
into contest season.
right,
Oh my
and
God.
I said,
I have so much work to do.
I was like, hey, thank you so much for, here's your eval. Please continue to send people. I mean, because like our whole department's like Western people.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
So
All right. Now, if you want to email us,
email us at musicinthemakingpod@gmail.com. Our socials are IG at Music in the Making Podcast, and you can find us on YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and also Spotify. And this is our secret ending that only if you're Lisa Hahn, who listens to every episode, will catch.
girl, bye.